All right, if you're a creator on TikTok, you have definitely felt it. The game has just completely changed, right? What worked last year, even a few months ago, is suddenly falling flat. The old rules are out and a brand new playbook is in. So in this explainer, we are breaking down the exact strategy that's winning right now.
So let's just get right to it. The question that is probably on your mind. Why did my views just fall off a cliff? Look, you are not imagining it. If you've seen a huge drop in engagement, you are not alone. One day you're killing it, the next, it's crickets. It is so frustrating, but trust me, there's a very specific reason this is happening.
And the most important thing you need to hear is this. It's not about your content getting worse. This was a massive platform-wide shift. TikTok rolled out a huge update to its algorithm, and it totally changed how content gets seen. The old strategies are basically being ignored now, so we need to figure out what actually changed. We all know the grind is real. This quote from a creator really hits home, doesn't it? The fun, creative part can feel so small compared to the endless cycle of editing and reformatting. And when you put in all that work and the views still tank, yeah, it's a huge blow. That's why this new playbook is so important. It's about working smarter, not just harder.
Okay, so to fix the problem, we first have to understand the new rules of the game. Let's dive into what the TikTok algorithm is really looking for today.
So the new key phrase, the new king of the algorithm, is this thing called durable attention. It is a total game changer. The algorithm doesn't really care about a quick like anymore. It wants to know if you can hold someone's attention and hold it deep. And the two most powerful signals for this, full video completions and, this is the big one, rewatches.
And get this, here's the new standard. To have a real shot at getting pushed out there, your videos now need a completion rate of at least 70%. That is a huge jump from the old 50% benchmark. It means every single second of your video has to fight for its life and keep that viewer locked in.
But it goes even deeper. If you can get a rewatch rate somewhere between 15 and 20%, oh man, the algorithm gives your video a massive, massive boost. Think about what that means. One person watching your video 3 times is now way more valuable than 3 different people watching it just once.
So let's just lay it all out. The old tactics, they're dead. Gone are the days of quick 15-second videos. Now, it's all about longer, 60 to 180-second stories. Just slapping a generic trending sound on a video won't cut it anymore. You need original or niche audio. Clickbait hooks that don't deliver are actually punished now. And posting whenever, forget about it. The new playbook is all about longer stories, unique audio, searchable captions, and formats built for high retention. In other words, formats designed for durable attention.
You know, this might be the biggest mindset shift of all. While 64% of Gen Z now uses TikTok as a search engine. That means TikTok SEO is not optional anymore. Your captions, the text on screen, even the words you say in your video need to be optimized for what people are actually searching for.
Okay, so we know the new rules. Now, how do we find ideas that are actually built to win in this new environment? Let's get into a real practical strategy for spotting trends way before they blow up. Here's a 4-step process to find a trend before it's everywhere. First, you gotta hunt for sounds that are repeating in videos with low views. I'm talking like 500 to 10,000. That's the algorithm testing the waters. Second, keep an eye on the new and trending charts for sounds with under 1,000 uses that are just starting to pop off. Third, watch for rising CapCut templates. They are a huge signal for visual trends. And finally, read the room. If you see a low view video with a ton of saves or comments asking about the song, you've struck gold. And this quote is so critical. Once you spot one of those early signals, you have to move immediately. Perfectionism is your enemy here. A trend can pop up and be dead within a week, so your biggest advantage is speed. Just get your version out there before that wave crests.
All right, you found your idea. Now comes the really important part, actually making a video that's engineered to hold that durable attention we've been talking about. This is where the magic happens.
Everything, and I mean everything, hinges on your hook. If the first 3 seconds don't immediately grab the viewer with a clear promise of something interesting or valuable, poof, they are gone. You can do this with a bold statement, a question that makes them think, or some kind of visual that just interrupts their scroll. A good hook basically says, hey, stick around, this is going to be worth your time.
And to really level up your storytelling, sound effects are your secret weapon. I'm not just talking about trending music. Think about the feeling you want to create. A perfectly timed fail trumpet sound, it can make a joke land 10 times harder.
That angel choir sound can signal a moment of pure genius. These little sounds add so much texture and emotion, and they keep people watching.
And you know, we can take this whole idea of sound to a much deeper level. It's not just about a funny effect. It's about creating a full sensory experience that literally stops someone in their tracks.
And this is where a tactic like ASMR becomes so incredibly powerful. By using those gentle, satisfying sounds, like tapping or whispering, you create this immersive experience that just breaks the frantic pace of the scroll and invites people to, well, to just stay for a minute. This builds that durable attention by shifting them from just watching something to feeling something, which is a crazy powerful way to boost your watch time.
So you've made the perfect video, but you are not done yet. How and when you post your content is just as critical as the content itself. So let's talk about the final step in this whole process. So a creator who ran a ton of tests found what they called a magical formula for making the algorithm happy. First, do as much of your editing as you can right inside the TikTok app. The platform loves when you use its native tools. Second, don't burn your captions into the video file. Use TikTok's auto caption feature instead. It helps with SEO and shows you're using the app's features. Third, always layer a relevant trending sound, even if it's at super low volume. And finally, toss in a subtle visual effect for the same reason.
And timing, timing's everything. The algorithm rewards what's called engagement velocity, basically how fast your video gets interaction in that first hour. So you have to post when your audience is actually online. Think of it like catching waves of users. For a general audience, that's usually around lunch and then again in the evening. For a more corporate crowd, it might shift to the morning commute and lunch breaks. You just have to know your viewer and post when they're scrolling.
Okay, I know that was a ton of information, so let's pull it all together into one final actionable playbook that you can start using like right now.
So here it is, your 5-point plan. It all starts with optimizing for durable attention. Aim for that 70% completion rate. Then you've got to master TikTok SEO and think like a search engine. Next, become a trend spotter to get in on ideas early. You have to engineer your hooks to win those crucial first 3 seconds. And finally, post with purpose, using the native tools and a smart schedule. That's it. These 5 steps are the heart of the new playbook.
The algorithm may have changed, yeah, but the opportunity to connect with people and create cool stuff is bigger than ever. You have the updated strategy. The playbook is yours. So the only question left is, what are you going to make?